hate paperwork. Secondly, and more important, and you just saw a flintlock fail. If I got a live grenade in here with a burning fuse and I pull the trigger on this thing and it goes click, I got a problem. The solution to that problem is this weapon, about $1,000 worth, goes in that lake, and then one of these guys has to go get it. And I can tell you right now, none of them like water except in an occasional cocktail, which we don't have, so they're not going to do it. So, I will fire a projectile, it's just not going to blow up. Get some priming in here. All right, you're all ready. Cover your ears. Firing. Aha, see what I had? There we go.
Well, that one's
all right. That will actually float to shore and we may recover it. I'm going to come over here with another naval weapon. This is a swivel gun. Could typically be mounted on the railing of a ship and used for either signaling a friendly port when you're coming into port so they don't shoot at you, or with buckshot to help clear the deck of your opponent's ship before you board. Are you ready, sir? Cover your ears.
Cover your ears!
Fire. Oh, yeah. The little ones surprise you, don't they? All right. Got one more naval gun over here. There's a 1-pound iron naval gun. Call it a 1-pounder because that's the weight of a solid iron shot it would fire. Navy gun, you obviously on a small carriage like this, so all it's got to roll on is a very smooth wooden deck. That gun's El Gato, the cat. Belongs to my lovely wife right here. Ladies in the audience, if you're ever in a conversation with somebody and comes around to artillery and they say, because you're a woman, you can't own and shoot your own artillery, you tell them to go pound sand and come and see me, we'll hook you up. Yeah. As soon as that thing gets primed, you ready to go? Awesome. All right, folks. Cover your ears. Fire. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. Now, show the way that kicked back. That's recoil. On a Navy ship, especially with a smooth wooden gun deck, you got to lash that gun to the hull with heavy-duty rope so it won't go screaming across the gun deck and kill people on the other side. Long tube cannon came into, well, like I said, that was a 1-pound gun. These things get really big, really fast. For example, that's 3 feet long, weighs just over 100 pounds. The 24-pound guns on Old Ironsides in Boston Harbor are 9 feet long and weigh 6,000 pounds. We want one really bad. Problem is several problems with it. Number one, the Navy and the Park Service won't sell us one. Like they're very narrow-minded of them. Secondly, though, is moving around 6,000 pounds of iron is kind of difficult. But even worse is feeding it. Weapons behind me, we will put loads in there and measured in ounces. 24-pound gun takes a minimum of 6 pounds of gunpowder per shot at about $50 a pound, do the math. So we're not going there right now. In any event, long tube cannon came into use in Europe at around 1400 or so. They were monstrous weapons. In fact, there's one currently on display in Edinburgh Castle in Scotland. Its name is Mons Meg. It's 15 feet long, it weighs over 15,000 pounds, and it would throw a 20-inch diameter, 400-pound stone ball 2 miles. Moving it and feeding it, again, were very problematic because of the size and weight and the amount of heat buildup. They started downsizing fairly quickly. The other problem with a long tube cannon that actually replaced the trebuchet as a siege weapon of choice was the fact that a long tube gun is a direct line of sight, low trajectory weapon. I can beat the crap out of a wall, but I can't throw anything over a wall, where the trebuchet can do both. So what they ended up doing was developing mortars, which I have one over here, actually nothing more than a short barrel cannon set on a high angle, and we're going to fire that for you here in a minute. But first, what we're going to do... Are you kidding me? That thing shot at us. I told you not to trust it.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looked like it shot at me, but I think it was shooting at you.
Shooting at me? That's even worse.
Yeah, well, you're the one in charge when we sunk it.
Yeah, well, okay. Sink one boat and they never forget. Good Lord. Would you do something about that, Mr. Avery?
Yes, Captain
Thank
Drake,
you.
would you bring A battery online?
Unbelievable.
My lords and ladies, you saw the blunderbuss page before. Battery A is our female battery.
Oh,
They are crack
that'll do
shots.
it. That'll do it.
Captain Drake, by the numbers, please. Cover your ears!
Oh, excellent. Good shot. Another good shot. Excellent. Well. Three in a row. Excellent shooting, ladies. Thank you very much. That should take care of it. All right. I'm happy with that. You think they got the word?
I don't think so.
No. See, I told you. Now they're shooting at you.
Yeah, they definitely are. Best of our cravings. Bring battery B up online. Bring your gun crew to standing
Take care
ready.
of that situation, will you please? What we're going to do for you folks is we're going to do a load drill on one of the guns, show you how these things are loaded and get made ready to fire. Typically in combat, a well-trained crew would be able to load and fire within 30 seconds. They would not be giving verbal commands. They just know what to do. I'll let you know when it's going to shoot. They're just doing a load right now. It's not going to be loud until I tell you.
We're clearing the gun now, assuming always has been previously fired. So we'll worm down, clear out the debris that are wet swab to put out any burning embers, dry swab to remove any excess moisture.
Powder monkey, retrieve the charge.
Powder monkey is a historically correct term.
Correct.
That would be a young boy, between the age of 10 and 15, would work on a Navy ship or field artillery, and they would retrieve powder charges and shot from the magazine and give them to the gun crews. It was very dangerous work. They didn't have child labor laws.
Now we're going to push the charge back against the breech and set it into place.
Retire.
All right.
Here's charge.
At this point, the gun captain will make the gun ready, prime the piece, verify his aim, and they'll be ready to shoot. In combat, you would not have those verbal commands. That was just done for you guys.
Battery B, approach your gun.
All right, we're ready to shoot. Cover your ears, folks. There'll be 3 shots.
By the numbers. Cover your ears.
Fire.
Number 1. Fire. Number 2. Fire. 3. Fire.
Well, they're nice shots, but
Y'all missed.
Mr. Avery, you missed the boat.
Oh, we didn't miss the boat.
I think you overshot.
We overshot. This is a problem sometimes, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, don't leave, folks. There's some good stuff yet to come.
We can't depress.
We're going to do something here you'll never see anywhere else, so don't leave.
We all leave. We are just
Husband.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a solution.
You do?
The big guns missed. The little guns were pretty close on.
All right.
I think a little bit of direct finesse.
Oh, you're going to go old
I'm
school.
going to go old school.
Awesome. All
We're
right.
going to see what we can do with
Do what you got to do. I'm
Get
out.
rid of this boat
I
here.
told you the ladies are a good shot.
All right. Cover your ears, folks. Ah, you got it. Got the magazine. Excellent. Well, oh, God. Yes, right.
Yes.
Awesome. Great.
Now,
Now, you remember I told you I have a mortar over here. We're going to shoot this for you. 2 things first, though. Number 1, as soon as we're done here, actually not as soon as we're done, but at 4 o'clock, the trebuchets are going to be firing stone balls into the lake, and they never miss either. Okay? Stick around and watch their show. It's a lot of fun. Very, very
Haven't
informative.
seen a trebuchet.
Number two, as I told you up front, we do not get compensated for what we do out here. This is all on us. We're here for you guys. If you could, by any means possible, help us out with a gunpowder fund, we would greatly appreciate it. Girls will be running around. We can take cash. We got Venmo. If you can't help us out, we totally understand because of the economy. But we love you anyway. Please come back and see us. Bring your friends. Now, having said all of that, we're going to come over here, and I got a mortar. Again, nothing more than a short barrel cannon set on a high angle. I'm going to toss in a bunch of gunpowder. Gunpowder be good. And I have here in my hand a 16-pound cannonball that we're going to drop in this thing.
Oh no.
And I'm removing an earplug. I can't do this one because of the headset. But this gun is not loud. Do not cover your ears. It got a really cool sound. You want to listen for it. And by the way, this is something you will never see anywhere else but right here. We're the only ones that do this. All right? You guys ready? Come on, you ready? Woo! That's a lot better. All right, get a little enthusiasm going here. All right, here we go.
You gotta watch this guy.
Fire no.
That's a 16-pound ball, folks, coming out of the sky at 180 miles an hour.
Where'd they go? Oh, there it is.
That's our show. I love you guys. Stick around for Ingrid and Mr. At 4 o'clock.